Alright guys, welcome back to some Assassin's Creed Shadows. Um, so you're seeing this, Thursday, I think? I'm pretty sure. Um, but as of today, which is, Tuesday, um, there is some leaks coming out for the Oblivion, remake. Um, and I'm pretty hyped. Let's go get this legendary chest real quick. But, I'm pretty hyped. I've seen some of the leaked screenshots for the Oblivion remake. I've read some rumors, and I'm pretty hyped for it. Issue is, is the rumor release date is the 21st, which is,
Best
as
if
of
I remain
filming, like
unseen.
less than a week away. So, I won't be able to play it day one if it does come out. It'll be something we play after we're done with this game, which sucks, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? But, so that's the rumor, is the 21st, there will be, the Oblivion remake will come out. And that's from reliable sources now, not some random guy just being like, yeah, it's coming, you know? So, that's reliable sources. We have leaked screenshots of gameplay from the developer's website. So, if that comes out, and when that comes out, we will play it. It'll just be whenever we're done with this. I didn't plan on having another playthrough so close to this game being done. Or so close to this game coming out, I mean. But, I kind of feel like I have to. Because it's Oblivion, dude. It's a great game. I, admittingly, only have like 10 to 20 hours in it or something like that. So I don't have a lot of hours in it. But, admittingly, I want to spend time in it because I do like Elder Scrolls a lot. As you guys know, we play a lot of Elder Scrolls Online here on the channel, at least within the last year. You know, and of course Skyrim's a classic, which we are going to go and do like a proper series on at some point. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped for Oblivion. The only issue I have with it, and it's not anything to do with the game. It's not anything to do with the game though, but my issue with it is why is Microsoft releasing it so close to so many other releases they have? Because that's the other thing that sucks, is I'm buying Forza Horizon 5 when it comes out next Friday. Like, I'm buying the premium edition so I can have all the DLCs and early access and all that. So that comes out next Friday. If the rumors are true, Oblivion comes out next Monday. So I'm just confused, and Indiana Jones I think came out this week. So I'm kind of just confused on why they're doing so many. Damn, those bodies despawned already. I needed my kunais back. But I'm just confused on why they're doing so many games all together. And then we somewhat know that the oh god, I'm blanking. That the Gears collection and the Master Chief collection are coming sometime this year. So I don't know how they're gonna fit everything in, to be honest with you, because like Gears and Halo are both games I'm gonna buy day one as well. So I don't know. I think Xbox is releasing a little too much all at once. This was our next quest. Yeah, this is the quest we're doing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I feel like they're releasing too much all at once. Southeast, somewhere around here. But yeah, I think they need to slow down on releases. And then they have the in June they have the Xbox showcase event, and then right after that is the Outer Worlds 2 Direct. And we know for sure that game's coming out this year as well. So Xbox is stacked. Xbox has a lot of games coming out this year on PlayStation and Xbox. They're having a lot of just new games this year in general. But they're having a lot of good games coming to PlayStation. I'm so hyped.
I have
I
to
was an Xbox fanboy. I enjoyed the 360 era. I prefer the 360 over the PS3. And I mean, most people do. PS3 just generally runs terrible for everything. So, and I'm hoping that this Oblivion remake means we will get Fallout 3 and then Fallout New Vegas remakes, because I did not realize. But I need a way to play Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas on modern platforms. I have them for the PS3 because my 360 is kind of fucked. So I bought them for the PS3, and they just run so bad. 3's not as bad, but New Vegas is rough. New Vegas was fine, and then I got like probably I probably got like 3-ish hours, or not 3, 20-ish hours. Oh, we're at the right place. I got like 20-ish hours into New Vegas, and now the game's crashing, frame rate's low, just all the usual stuff. So it's rough. It's pretty rough. So I would like a modern way to play those, especially because I haven't experienced some of their DLCs. Like, I've played the shit out of the base games of both of them. I have zero experience with Fallout 3's DLCs. Zero. And then New Vegas, I've played Old World Blues, one of my favorite DLCs of any game ever. But I've played Old World Blues. I've also played The Pit for 3. But I played Old World Blues, The Pit, and I think that's it. Oh, and I played Anchorage, I guess, for 3. Operation Anchorage, or whatever the fuck it was called. That one was okay. But I would really like those games, Unreal Engine. That'd be sick. Which I'm still curious about the whole Unreal Engine thing. Like, I'm curious on if they're going to be able to have the same kind of systems that Oblivion had. I'm curious about that. And, like, if they were to do a Fallout 3 or New Vegas one, I'm curious on if they would be able to match that game's feeling, you know what I mean? And atmosphere, that's the other thing. From what I've seen for the screenshots for Oblivion, the atmosphere seems pretty close. You know, it's not as washed out, obviously, but the atmosphere is pretty good. It looks like all the structures are still the same. Like, it looks like there's identifiable landmarks still. Like, it doesn't look like it's a full remake. It looks like I think part of like the leaks was like there's a massive increase in just overall feeling of the game. Archery's messed with, the HUD's messed with. Everything's kind of, I guess, more streamlined would be the word for it. Because Oblivion kind of was, it wasn't a hard game to get into, but it wasn't like, I guess the word as mainstream in terms of mechanics, you know. So I'm just curious to see if it is real. I mean, the leaks came straight from the developer's website, so it kind of has to be real at this point, right? But yeah, I'm hyped for it. I don't like that they're having everything come out at the same time. That's the only thing I don't like. But yeah, so I'm gonna make at least one Forza Horizon video when that comes out. I don't know if it'll be the day of, but at some point I'll make a video on it. And then I'm going to make a video on, or we're gonna do a series on Oblivion whenever that drops and we're done with this. At least that's the goal. So, but yeah, what is this blue one? Because I thought this was her here. Oh no, this is him.
Provoking that fight with the Akiyama warrior. There is a method to your tricks.
Tricks are to life what salt is to food.
Right. Both have their limits.
But yeah, so once we're done with this, I want to play Oblivion. So probably another 2 weeks or so, I'm thinking. That's about 14 hours of gameplay.
If you require
So yeah,
anything.
about 2 more weeks, I'd say. But yeah, I don't know, I'm pumped. By that, by the gate, by both paths. But yeah, Xbox is making moves, and I'm honestly all for it, dude. I'm all for it. When Gears comes
Please
out, it's
visit
done.
again.
I'm replaying the whole trilogy at least twice. But I hope they do Judgment. I like Judgment. I know people don't like Judgment. I enjoyed Judgment. I thought the campaign was fun. I thought that Horde style of mode was fun. I don't remember what it was called. It's not Horde mode. It's called something else. But it was a fun game mode. I played that for hours and hours.
Lady Ayako.
Come, follow me.
I want Gears Judgment as well. They probably won't do it.
The envoys. They
And
still
if they
breathe?
do, I don't know how they'll do it because
One does. You may be
Judgment
right
only
about
makes
the
sense to
traitors in
group
your
with Gears
clan.
1 through 3.
Now you trust me?
All
And
I said
if they
was that you
release it
cannot
by
trust
itself,
those
that's
under your
fucked,
command.
'cause it's already like a smaller
Tell me now,
spin-off style of game.
have you seen anyone dressed in my clan's colors,
Yeah, it's
but
not really
armed with a
it's not
pepper?
really
Why
small.
do you ask?
It's a normal
A
Gears
true
game.
Akiyama warrior relies solely on steel. That is our way. No teppo. Ever. Even the bow is frowned upon.
Steel is reliable,
yeah,
but Teppo
I-
are the future.
It sounds like you call my
I want
clan
Judgment.
fools.
Gears 1 through 3 though,
Diplomatically,
would be
of course.
great.
Not
Gears
at
3
all.
is cool. Gears 2
It is
is
just a
awesome.
rapidly
Gears
changing
1
world.
is phenomenal. So, I
You're
like
coming
Gears
to
3.
Yamato.
There's a
It was
scene in
never
there
about the peace
I
envoys,
don't
was it?
like,
I
but
want
like
peace.
it needed
But
to
my
happen.
real target spreads fear across this
You guys
land,
probably know what I'm talking
like
about
a
if you know
dark
Gears.
shadow.
You think I am that shadow?
Gears 2 is sick though. Gears 2 had great gameplay.
The thought has crossed my mind. Part of me hopes I am wrong.
If
just
anyone is a
pumped, though.
dark
So many
shadow,
games coming
it is
out.
the warmonger, Tsutsui Junke.
Got
might
GT6
say the same of
this year,
you.
dude. Borderlands
When the
4,
truth comes, I will act on it. Until
Gears,
then,
Halo.
take the invitation to the negotiations.
Forza's
now you have
right
no
around the corner. I'm
excuse
so
not
pumped
to
for
attend.
Forza.
I would not miss it for anything.
I'm so pumped for Forza, dude. Alright, so she's ready. She's on our team. I'm very pumped for Forza. Though I really miss playing Horizon, and it's been so long since I've played it. Reduce damage taken by 5% per enemy in conflict. That's not bad. It's better than that. It's like a lighter samurai. Okay. We haven't used Josuke in a minute. But yeah, that was the main thing I wanted to talk about today was the Oblivion remake. Because I saw the screenshots and I was like, wow. The only thing I did see that I'm very much on the fence about is apparently they are, what's it called? They're selling the DLCs separate. They're not included in the remaster. And I'm not mad at that because I know they got to make their money, especially with it being on Game Pass Day 1. Northern Yamato. He's waiting at Todachi Temple. Okay, so we do stuff together. But yeah, I saw that they're releasing the DLC separate, so it's iffy. At least for us who were paying full price. The Game Pass subscribers are gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll buy the DLCs, you know? But, yeah, and then I also saw that there's like horse armor, part of the deluxe edition, and stuff like that. So, stuff like that I'm curious about, because are they gonna monetize it? Kind of like the Skyrim's creation? Are they gonna be releasing armor sets for a little bit? Kind of like what this game does with packs. Are they planning on doing that with Oblivion? Which, I mean, to be fair, I mean, they can get away with it. No one cares. No one cares as long as Oblivion is out. I need this to discover. There we go. But I don't think anyone cares as long as Oblivion actually is just out on modern consoles, Unreal Engine, modern day enhancements, you know, the whole nine. Which, if that's the case, though, again, it's a question of if they'll do the other games, the others, Elder Scrolls games, or the other, or the Fallout games, stuff like that. Because I know Oblivion remake and Fallout 3 remake will sell a lot. I know a Fallout New Vegas remake will sell even more. I'm surprised they're doing Oblivion at all, though, because I feel like I remember Todd Howard at some point saying Remakes and remasters aren't what we want to do for Bethesda. I'm pretty sure he said that. Pretty sure he said part of the charm of the games was the platforms they're on. I feel like I remember him saying something like that. So, I don't know. That water's blue as shit. But, yeah, I'm pumped for it, though. I'm gonna keep repeating myself this whole episode, if you couldn't tell. I'm very pumped, though. It looks like it could be good. I think Xbox is doing all the right stuff. To be fair, as long as they're making some form of console, you know, they're chilling. And yeah, I really don't. They don't need to go and worry about exclusives, to be honest. I mean, they've already been massively outsold by Sony for the last two generations. So I think they saw that downfall and was like, you gotta just go with it, I guess. Oh,
Welcome,
okay.
my child.
I need to find these lost pages real quick. That's 200 meters away. Oh, is it just like a small part? But yeah, I get why Xbox is doing it at this point. They're outsold. They're done in terms of being top dog for consoles, which does suck because am I dumb? Because to be fair, I'm not dumb. Okay, but what was I saying? To be fair, if I never swapped to PlayStation 4, I probably would have went with the Series X. But because I swapped to PS4, I had so many games in my digital library. It was the first. I think that's where they fucked up too. Is the Xbox One came out, not too many crazy exclusives, you know, not too many things people cared about. And the PS4 had great exclusives. PS5, honestly, done. There's so little first-party games that are PS5 exclusive, it's insane. I don't know what Sony's doing. They got their thumb up their ass fucking making live service games. I don't know what Sony's doing. Because this whole generation has been honestly terrible. There's barely any PS5 exclusives first-party games. I don't know what they're doing this generation. I don't get it. PS6 is already slated to come out in like 2 years or whatever, and we have almost no PS5 exclusive games. It's insane. Because they all have PS4 versions, so you never got to see the true power. I mean, this one's PS5 exclusive. Dude, I'm not finding any of these lost pages. There's one. But I don't know. Sony's fucking up in terms of first party stuff. And then what's it called? God, sorry. But what I was trying to say was I think the reason Xbox is donezo in terms of consoles is because the PS4 generation and Xbox One generation, that was the first generation with digital games. Like, it was the first generation where digital games were the main thing. You know, most of my library is digital games now. It was not like that for 360 and PS3. Most of your games were on disc. Most of my games are still on disc for 360 and PS3. I have very few digital games on those consoles. But what I was trying to iterate is that the fact that that was the first generation for digital games makes it a lot harder for people to switch from PS4 to PS5 or PS4 to Series X, because they have their whole PS4 digital library, you know, fully. That's the only reason I didn't switch. Dude, I'm struggling to find these. That's the only reason I didn't switch to an Xbox, was because I had so many PS4 games that I didn't want to switch over. I had so many. That's the only reason I didn't get a Series X, because I prefer Xbox exclusives, especially now. Because now Xbox is having good exclusives coming out non-stop. They're doing their thing properly. It's right there. they're doing their things properly. You know, Xbox is making moves with exclusives. Sony ain't doing shit with exclusives this generation. And that's how they roped everyone in PS4 generation. And that's how they kept people away from the Series X this generation. It all comes down to how well the PS4 generation performed is how well the PS5 generation performs, you know what I mean? They correlate with each other. So, if Xbox had better Xbox One exclusives when the console came out in following years, they probably would be right about where Sony is right now.
Allow me to show you
Right around that. At least they would be with each other.
Glory tarnished by war.
Yeah, I don't know
Still,
what
there is
Sony's
a
doing,
sense
dude.
of tranquility.
Tranquility is a rare treasure amid this chaos.
And Sony does need
War
to start
ravages
releasing their
these
PS5
lands.
games
Yet
on
Todaiji
Xbox.
offers solace.
But action
They need to
will
just
be the
stop
thing to
doing
solve Yamato's
exclusives
problems.
altogether. Xbox, I think they're
Indeed.
done.
Which is why I
They'll probably
personally
slowly
aid
start
the peace
releasing
efforts.
older games like they're doing now with Gears and Halo and Far Cry, Fallout, Forza.
Will you
Jesus,
kindly follow me?
Forza.
Here sits
I wonder if
Daigo
we'll
today.
get a motorsport. I doubt it.
Built in
Horizon's
more
their
harmonious times.
flagship racing game. That's
Some
the
believe
racing
this
game.
structure is the
Not
very
as many
heart
people care
of the
about
realm.
motorsport, especially
What do you
the new
believe?
one. I'm
I
pretty sure
believe
most people don't
bronze,
like the new
while
motorsport.
impressive
I would love
in form,
Motorsport 4.
pales in
That'd be great.
comparison to the fiery determination of the ambitious.
But yeah, I like what
Isn't
Xbox
peace
is
the
doing right
blessing
now.
Yamato needs?
Hopefully, with my guidance, the clans can
Because
achieve
their
it.
Xbox
Yes,
player base is
I hope so too.
significantly lower this
They
generation than
simply
last
need to
generation.
open their hearts and minds to Buddha.
And they're trying to find a way to not only survive but thrive. And I think them stopping exclusives is the way to go. I know Xbox players hate it. I think it's the way to go though. And they're not done making consoles, you know, they have, so rumor is next Xbox console is like basically a PC. So that's cool. And then Xbox has a handheld. And then rumor is PlayStation has the PS6. And then they have the PS6 handheld. And the handheld isn't going to be like
You
a
said you
PS6.
had a
It's going to be
role in the
between a
peace
Series
talks.
S and a PS5.
What exactly?
And it'll
I
be able
assure
to play
tradition
PS5 games
and
and
formality.
PS6 games.
Do you see that scroll over there?
Yeah.
For generations,
Sorry.
its sacred texts have guided negotiations between
But-
the various warring
Yeah,
clans.
so that's the
Often talks,
Gist of
not
next
scrolls,
generation.
bring peace. Don't you think?
Yes, but the Buddha speaks to the scroll, blessing or disapproving. I must attend to my duties. In my absence, I kindly request that you stay within the gardens. Even the most esteemed guests are not allowed access to all areas of the temple.
okay.
Kojiro? Where are you taking me?
You'll see.
This is going to lead to trouble, isn't it?
I hit X,
Such
bitch.
doubt. Have I led you astray before? Come.
But yeah, I'm still just confused why Xbox is releasing so many games at once.
The Hokkyo
saturating the
collect
market too
sacred
much.
relics. Their
Yeah,
value
because
could fund an
Oblivion
army.
would come out next
Among
Monday.
other
Forza is
things.
next Friday. Which, to be fair, Forza is technically 2 weeks from Wednesday, from yesterday. So,
Never much cared for that
to be fair.
You have seen it before?
Because next Friday is just for early
not
access.
in this life.
Which is the $100 premium version.
This sword has seen many battles. Strange thing for a peaceful old monk to keep.
No polishing can remove that bloodstain.
But, yeah, they're saturating
This
the market too
report
much.
suggests Lady Ayako of the Akiyama clan is
And then
not
Indiana
trustworthy.
Jones literally either just came out or comes out soon.
Open there
Like within the
for
next
all
week.
to read.
Curious that the Hokkyo collect so many unmonkly things.
Trophies even. I wonder why.
And we're
There
going
you
further
are.
and further away from physical media, which sucks. The Indiana Jones game, the PS5 version, so the
You have
PS4 or
glimpsed
the
my
Xbox
collection of oddities.
Series X version
That
I don't think it
tea
has any data on the
Very
disc. I think it was, or
The
it might. I don't remember.
Matsunaga
I know
Hisai.
the steelbook doesn't even come with the disc. It's the code.
Craftsmanship.
But
Sahide.
the
I heard about
PS5
him.
version of Indiana Jones has
scoundrel
20
driven by
gigabytes of
greed.
data on the disc, and then you have
But
to
he had
download the
fine
rest.
taste.
So we're getting further and
especially
further
in
from
presets.
physical media being
Only
viable.
to be outdone by a greedier man.
So, because as it
Oda
sits right now,
Nobunaga.
because I game share,
The Oda
I
clan's
can't play
actions
my
benefited
games
Yamato,
when I lose
toppling
internet.
the Matsunaga clan
So,
and empowering
I've been slowly
Tsutsui
building a
clan.
PS4 and PS5 physical media
Still,
collection.
Just before the
Games
Matsunaga
are expensive
clan's
though,
fall,
way more expensive than
Lord
movies.
Nobunaga promised
shit.
Yamato to us
Hey,
monks,
people don't know what they have.
then changed his
I'll see
mind.
like a 5-game lot of
The
fucking
unpredictable
Overwatch,
decisions
Until
of a
Dawn, GTA
powerful man.
5,
Indeed.
Mafia
a very
3, and
shrewd
like
thinker.
Deus Ex
Now Lord
for like
Junpei rules
$80.
Yamato and
And
enjoys its riches.
That's, you're not getting that much for that lot.
Anyway,
That's like a
enough of the
$15,
past.
$20 lot.
Let
You,
us resume
you
our
can't
walk.
sell games for their individual value. Not in a lot. And even the individual values are so high.
Not the
Like,
prettiest
I bought
sight.
Batman
The
Return to
scars of
Arkham.
war?
Scars
I have it
mark
on
survivors like
PlayStation
me.
4
I
and
once
5
nearly
digitally,
met my end
but I
at
wanted
this
it
very
physically so
spot.
I could play
Oh?
it if the internet
During
goes
the
out,
Matsunaga clan's
or the
time,
PSN's down, something like that.
Hisahide's
So I bought
troublesome
it.
son
It's
attacked right here.
$35
He was a worthy
for
foe.
Return to Arkham to get Arkham
Worse,
City and
but
Arkham
more
Asylum,
brave
games that
than
came
his
out
father.
over 10 years ago.
Came within a hair's breadth.
It was
of
$35 to
striking
get
me dead.
them,
But that was long ago.
and that was a cheap
Anyway,
price.
It has
They're
taken
usually
Lord
50.
Junpei years to allocate the funds needed for proper
Last I checked,
repairs.
at least, the market
You
kind of
sound upset
fluctuates.
about it.
And I got that in a
Disappointed.
lot with Spider-Man for
Not
$40.
Humble monks.
So Spider-Man was basically
We
$5,
have
which was
yielded
cool.
to many clans. Oda, Matsunaga, Tsutsui,
I don't know, it's
even
hard.
Akiyama. Our breath
And then this one's separate, like, to be fair. Oh shit. This, to be fair. So I also bought Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2. I bought the steelbook for them. That was $80 for the steelbook for a remake of a game that came out over 20 years ago. And the remake also itself came out like 10 years ago now, a little less. So
I
don't
did
know.
what I had to.
I don't know why they killed him off. We just met him. He might not die, but we just met him not that long ago. But it was $80 for Kiwami 1 and 2 Steelbook. Which, to be fair, again, Steelbook, I get the price
How bad is your
a
injury,
little bit, but
Jokin
it's
Hokyo?
just crazy how expensive games are.
It is nothing.
Why the tears then?
Have you not heard? The Akiyama stole the scroll. Without it, no peace in Yamato. Unbearable shame.
And I have like I have a
Bring me a
DS and a
bread.
3DS and a
Only my
Game
death
Boy
will
and stuff like
restore
that.
honor.
Stay right
I don't
there.
even buy games for those
Your
because
fate
the
is
games are
not
so
yours to
expensive
decide.
and they're so easily faked. It sucks. I have almost no games
You
for my
are
DS
right.
and 3DS. I have no Pokemon games
I
for the
must
DS at all,
inform Lord Junpei.
or the Game Boy, because they're so
Koriyama
expensive.
Castle
Even though
must
they're the
be
most
witness to my
mass-produced
punishment.
fucking video game ever, they're so expensive. It sucks ass, dude. It's like $100 for a game that might be real. It's terrible. And then, same thing with the Switch. The Switch, it's not really about fakes. I'm pretty
Lost
sure you
the
can get
score,
fake
have
game
we?
cartridges,
What
and
is
it'll
this?
like,
One moment you are with me and then...
We could talk about
what's it
that.
called? It'll like
Or I tell you where to find the scroll to bring peace to Yamato.
it'll like homebrew it kinda. The
Where
Switch,
is
if you
it?
put the game cartridge in.
The
but,
thieves went that
That's not
way.
what I mean by the Switch. The Switch, the games are just expensive. So I only care for the Switch. I only care about the exclusives. Obviously, I have a PS5, PS4. I don't need to
I'll keep
rebuy
my
my
eyes on
games for the
Kojiro.
5th time.
As
'cause-
helpful as he is,
Because again, to be fair, my PS4 games and PS5 games are primarily remasters. Okay, so I don't need to buy them for a 3rd or 4th time on the Switch. So my Switch is kind of sitting there just getting dusty because their games are so expensive. I'm assuming they're here. But
I'm sure I can trust him. And yet, I still
what
take
was
his
it?
advice.
Yeah, Switch games
Wonder
just
why.
they're so expensive. They never go on sale. Like, I have a handful of Switch games and that's it, and I don't play them. One, because the Switch doesn't feel good in my hands, and I don't like looking at it on the TV because the games are ugly. But also, it's just, they're just too expensive. They're just so expensive. Like, I'm not gonna spend $60 for a game that came out 10 years ago. Like, I don't really get it. They don't have good deals on their own first-party games ever. And then that price increase for the Nintendo Switch 2 is crazy. I personally, never going out of my way to get the Switch 2. But again, it's because I'm not really a Nintendo guy anymore. I used to be. I used to love my DS, used to love my 3DS. Nintendo games are too expensive. Switch games don't go on sale if it's first party. DS, 3DS games are expensive. DS and Game Boy games, fake as hell everywhere. So, Nintendo's, I don't know, it's hard to do anything with Nintendo. This is something.
Whoa.
It's a coffin that's not discovering for some reason. Should we do this? Only Oscar can do that. Okay. So they headed this way though from... Wait, what do you get for doing this? Okay. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I wish Nintendo games would be cheaper. I understand why they're not. Because they can do that, and they'll always make money. Because it's Nintendo. But I wish it wasn't so expensive to get Nintendo games. Fuck, dude. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. That's crazy. Don't ever fuck with me again.
Never underestimate an Egon.
Facts.
I must bring the scroll to Lord Junke before he passes judgment on the Hokkyo.
Wait a second.
I see you. I need to be quiet.
I don't even know what we're painting. I can't see. Oh, what are those? Those raccoons? Oh, those. Oh, what are they called? They have raccoon dogs. Oh wait, you know what? That's a... I don't know what that is. It looks like raccoon babies, but it might be the... Because they have a raccoon dog. Tanuki. Oh yeah, this is the fucking... Okay, yeah. It's the things we already found out about. I was losing my mind about him at the start of the game. Because I was like, what is that? Yeah, Tanuki. They're literally raccoon dogs. That's exactly what they are. Oh, it reset fall again. I think it's the second time it reset. It reset off camera. Speaking of off, oh no, tomorrow's Wednesday. Never mind. I was gonna say, speaking of off camera, but the game doesn't update until Thursday, so there'll be 1 or 2 more videos before you see the weekly update stuff. Oh, I can't breathe out of my fucking nose, dude. Brutal. Not realizing, I don't know if I took my allergy medicine, that's probably why. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm so happy that this game came out. Again, I've said this multiple times now. I think this could be a turning point for Ubisoft. Because this game's good. Is that blood?
Steal the scroll to evade peace? I'll wait war.
Why is it red?
Lord Junke
But, this one's not red. Oh, it's kind of, no, it's brown. This one's like red.
Your fear has restrained me far too long.
But Ubisoft could be turning themselves around.
You again.
We'll
I
see
have
with
no
the
time
next
for
few
visitors.
games.
I'm about to declare war on my enemies.
Peace is still possible.
I saw it stolen, with no hope of getting it back.
The Akiyama clan. They took it.
The thieves wore their colors, yes. But it does not mean Lady Ayako gave the order.
If not her, then who?
I do not know. But you have the scroll back.
I dislike your tone, but I will overlook it given your apparently good service. Now go.
I won't forget your kindness.
I should go to Kofukuji Temple. Be there with Yasuke for the peace talks.
Alright, peace talks will start. Assassination mission is imminent. Well, it's starting. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We may have to murder well, we're definitely gonna murder someone. We'll just, yeah. Okay. This way. Yeet. I thought she was gonna jump.
Easiest way to stay safe is to stay hidden.
Watch this shit. Ready? Yeet. Water. Splashing originally water. Yeah.
This is
I'm
the
Batman.
place. I'll wait for Yasuke.
She shall wait for Yasuke.
The peace talks will be held inside.
I'm ready to start.
Yamato's leaders are all here.
Our target, too.
Lord Shunke and Lady Ayako. No love lost for each other. Nor anyone else from what I can tell. As for the Hokyo, I am unsure. I do not know what lurks beneath.
The Shinbakufu must strike. They'll want to stop the peace alliance.
I will attend the ceremony. Watch from within. What role will you take?
On the outside in the shadows. As always.
As always.
We're gonna play Yasuke.
I must head to the courtyard. See what Yamato's finest are up to.
Watch your back in that snake pit.
Attend the peace talks.
A humble welcome to
If I
our
stay here,
honored guest.
I will have to fight.
Esteemed leaders, we make good progress. I humbly suggest we pause the peace talks briefly in the spirit of achieving harmony. I propose that you confer privately with your trusted retainers. Let this intermission be a step towards a future where swords are replaced by words, where peace prevails.
Talk to him first, because he's neutral. We're supposed to be.
You have halted the talks. Why?
Patience, Yasuke. Let them get used to the idea of peace.
Debate, not isolation, sparks peace.
This is not my first negotiation.
I worry your interference fuels their mistrust.
The timing of peace is my choice. Not theirs, not yours.
Guidance is your duty here. You are the Hokyo. You can influence them for good.
He's the guy we have to kill.
Lord Junkei, forgive my intrusion, but what goal do you hope to achieve tonight?
Peace. With conditions. Lady Ayako will learn obedience.
Kindness can also yield loyalty.
I am her superior, not her friend.
Yet friendship may secure allegiance.
Did you counsel Lord Nobunaga this way? This interlude gives me pause. And it occurs to me that peace may not be to my liking.
Decisive but rash. Qualities of a daimyo who thrives in war.
Alright.
Where do you stand, Lady Ayako?
With my clan. Whether that means peace or war remains undecided.
War helps no one.
Would your dead master agree?
Lord
Oh,
Nobunaga
shit.
was complicated. He sought peace through war.
A hypocrite, then.
He had no choice and paid the price. You do have a choice.
Earlier, I leaned towards peace. But the more I think on it, the less I like it.
Kojiro, these tricks are the last thing we need. Or perhaps...
Oh shit, we have 8 fucking mastery points? Samurai. I don't really assassinate with him. Cannibal. Crushing shockwave. Let's do that. Do that.
It's the thing we need most. You are a mystery, Kojiro.
Doesn't matter what I am, my friend. Different motives, same ends.
What ends would those be?
You're about to find out.
You bring me here to have me killed?
If I wanted you dead, you would be.
Not another step. Your bickering forestalls peace. Assuming one of you does not follow another agenda.
Not this again. The darkness in Yamato.
Darkness? Are you blind? It is her!
Well said, Lord Junkei. I've had my suspicions all this time.
And I mine. One of you 3 is not who they seem.
3? It cannot be me. I work for peace.
I'm pretty sure it's him. I think those 2 are cool. I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm gonna do it.
As the wisest in the room, you know being in service can be a burden, a disappointment. Especially when the daimyo's promised funds are uncertain, forcing you to sell sacred relics. But with your rivals divided, you have the opportunity to manipulate to your advantage.
The giant has gone mad! I pose no threat.
I was right. Let's go. It was pretty obvious, though. It wasn't much of like a,
You lied to me!
I don't
He
know.
lied to us all!
The
wasn't much
truth
of a,
is an ugly thing. Cut them down where they stand. Start with the giant.
I don't know.
Head in a
It was
sack.
obvious. I guess that's all I should say. The fuck you eyes running. What the fuck? Why did... What was that? shit, dude. I'm not expecting them to hit when they do. Like, at all. Dude. Fuck your back, bitch.
Oh,
It's gonna switch us to Naue. Yeah.
Jokin's running north. I'm going after him.
I will follow when Lord Junke and Lady Ayako are safe.
See, because that's why would you play Josuke? You know what I mean? This seems like the canon way to play. I really think playing this game on I'm fucking having a stroke. I do think playing this game on canon mode is probably that sucks ass. That's not where I wanted to jump. But I think playing this game on canon mode might be kind of a move. I don't really like the choices all that much, to be honest, anyway. I just wanted to do it at least once.
I have Mr. Katana in my hand.
You have no armor? You're fucked. I mean, I guess obviously he has no armor, huh?
Fourteenth Nobunaga betrayed me. I was meant to rule Yamato.
That's fucked up. I'm about to die. I fucking hit circle, piece of shit. That sucks. Fucking hitting block and it's not doing anything.
I led the final victorious charge against him. His troublesome son, freeing into the night with my blade in
that doesn't
his
work.
neck.
I hit dodge, but it was too early. Fuck me, dude. A few of those were fucked up though, because I was hitting circle, it didn't dodge. I was hitting block, it didn't block. That sucks. Why is it respawning me as Yasuke? That's bullshit. But that was kind of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Why is it respawning me as Yasuke? Okay.
Jokin's running north. I'm going after him.
I will follow when Lord Junke and Lady Ayako are safe.
But yeah, there was like some, I guess just hella input lag or something. Because that was not doing anything I wanted it to do. Thank you for jumping out at me that time. That's all I wanted to do last time.
How I have Mr. Katana in my hand.
See, I hit it fucking too
Nobunaga
early.
betrayed me. I was meant to rule Yamato.
Okay, we're doing it. Fuck. easy.
Remember, Matsunaga.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh no! You're a piece of shit, dude. Dude, it's so fucking scary right now. Bro. Fucking sweating a little bit.
So much for the fiery determination of the ambitious.
Oh shit, you know what, I didn't check this whole episode? Okay, my mic is recording.
Enjoy
We're
this
chilling.
moment, farm girl. One day, you too will know the taste of dust.
Where's
Is
the
that a
box?
threat, bitch? I'll cap your punk
Stop
ass.
wasting my time. Let me get on with dying. I remember that sound. You hear it too. The core of Matsunaga Hisehide's troublesome son. He beckons me to the next life.
Another target taken care of.
Perhaps now Yamato can find peace.
You doubt it?
It is too easy to blame one man for all of this turmoil. You and I know the madness and greed runs deeper. Even with them dead, does that strengthen the fabric of this land?
We have to believe that. We give them a chance. What they do with it is up to them.
Perhaps in that chance lies the seed of redemption for each of us.
So, Kojiro?
Gone.
Then I hope he's at rest, the troublemaker. He's earned it. This table looks rustic.
Okay. Target complete. So, next episode, we start this one. The Fox. And then we only have 2 more here. And that'll complete Act 2. And then we have Act 3. And an epilogue. So, we'll see what happens. But we only got 3 more as it sits right now. So, pretty good. Again, getting very close to being done. So that's cool. Because maybe we'll be able to play the Oblivion remaster sooner. You know? Sooner this is done, sooner we can play that. I wasn't planning on playing it. I didn't think it was going to come out. At least, well, I knew it was going to come out at some point because it leaked it like years ago now. I just didn't expect it so soon, to be honest. So, we'll see what happens. I am pumped, so I am pumped about it, and it'll be super cool. It'll be super fun. So, but yeah, that is gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys want to see on the channel in the future, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. Stay safe out there, and peace out, guys.